Charles Leclerc vents his frustration after a heart-stopping moment on the track, and the next thing he knows, he's hit with an $11,000 fine. His reaction? Fury. And he's not alone. The FIA's crackdown on swearing has sparked outrage among drivers, leaving the F1 community divided. Is this justifiable discipline or an overreach by the governing body? Let's break it all down. Formula One is no ordinary sport. It's a battleground where every decision, every corner, and every split-second reaction can mean the difference between victory and disaster. Drivers endure grueling physical demands, navigate complex strategies, and face high-stakes drama at breakneck speeds. In this cauldron of pressure, emotions naturally run high. Swearing? It's almost inevitable. These aren't premeditated outbursts. They're unfiltered moments of raw humanity, captured live for millions to witness. Recently, this reality collided with the FIA's strict code of conduct. When Charles Leclerc dropped an F-bomb during a press conference recounting a tense on-track incident, he wasn't just venting his frustration. He was handed a penalty worth $10,000, roughly $11,000. Leclerc wasn't the first to be fined for letting his emotions slip. Max Verstappen, known for his fiery personality, faced a similar fate after calling his car "faulted" following a difficult session. For fans, these moments make drivers relatable, but for the FIA, they represent a breach of professionalism. This clash raises a crucial question. Should the governing body be penalizing drivers for emotional outbursts, or is this a step too far? FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem has made it clear Formula One drivers are global role models and their behavior must reflect that. For him, swearing doesn't align with the image the sport wants to project, especially to its younger audience. They're not rappers, Ben Sulayem stated in an interview, implying that profanity has no place in the world of elite motorsport. Critics quickly pounced on his remark, calling it condescending and culturally tone-deaf. Yet the FIA insists their intentions are noble. By enforcing penalties for inappropriate language, they aim to uphold respect and professionalism, ensuring F1 remains a family-friendly spectacle. But at what cost? F1 drivers, represented by the Grand Prix Drivers Association, GPDA, were quick to challenge the FIA's language policing. Their grievances are multifaceted. 1. Context matters. Swearing in the heat of competition isn't the same as directing insults at others. The GPDA argues that context should guide the FIA's decisions. 2. Transparency over fines. Where does the money from these fines go? Unlike major sports leagues like the NFL or NBA, where fines often fund charitable efforts, the FIA provides little clarity. 3. Bigger issues at hand. Drivers have repeatedly urged the FIA to focus on more pressing matters, such as safety, consistent stewarding, and fan engagement. George Russell summed up the sentiment during an interview. "We're not here to be censored, we're here to race. The FIA should worry less about words and more about actions." Fans are split. For many, hearing drivers' unfiltered reactions is part of what makes F1 so exhilarating. Social media buzzes with sentiments like, "These drivers aren't robots, let them express themselves." Others take a more traditional stance, agreeing with the FIA's emphasis on decorum. "These athletes are role models," wrote one commenter. "They should act like it." A practical solution often floated by fans is implementing a broadcast delay to censor live radio communications or press statements. This would preserve the sport's authenticity while avoiding fines for unguarded moments of frustration. For drivers, the swearing crackdown is just one chapter in a longer narrative of perceived micromanagement by the FIA. 1. The jewelry ban. In 2022, the FIA enforced a ban on wearing jewelry during races, citing safety concerns. Many felt this targeted Lewis Hamilton, known for his bold style. Hamilton responded by layering on even more jewelry during a press conference in protest. 2. Underwear regulations. Drivers were reminded to wear FIA-approved fireproof undergarments, a rule that felt unnecessarily invasive to many. 3. Inconsistent stewarding. F1 drivers have long complained about a lack of consistency in penalties and rulings, with track limits and on-track incidents often drawing contradictory decisions. These examples highlight what drivers see as an overbearing approach by the FIA, further fueling tensions. Ben Sulayem's controversial remark about drivers not being rappers introduced another layer to the discussion. For some, including Lewis Hamilton, the language carried a racial undertone. Hamilton, a staunch advocate for diversity in motorsport, has frequently called out biases within F1. His criticism underscores the broader struggle of modernizing the sport and ensuring it appeals to a diverse global audience. The debate over swearing penalties is less about language and more about control. Drivers want to be treated as professionals capable of regulating their own behavior. The FIA, on the other hand, insists on maintaining strict standards to safeguard the sport's image. But in prioritizing decorum, is the FIA alienating the very individuals who make the sport compelling? Or are these efforts necessary for the sport's long-term reputation? The path forward: finding common ground. The GPDA has proposed a collaborative approach, urging the FIA to work with drivers rather than against them. Key recommendations include transparency on fines. Clearly outline where penalty funds are allocated, whether for charity or reinvestment into the sport. Practical broadcasting solutions. Use broadcast delays or audio filters to manage live content without penalizing drivers. Focus on bigger issues. Redirect attention to areas that impact the sport's integrity, like safety advancements, consistent officiating, and environmental sustainability. These steps could ease tensions and refocus the narrative on what truly matters in Formula One. At its heart, Formula One thrives on passion. Drivers pour every ounce of energy, skill, and emotion into their craft. Moments of frustration or joy, whether they come with expletives or not, are a testament to their humanity. Fans connect with these raw expressions, and many feel that penalizing them dilutes the authenticity of the sport. Drivers aren't just racing machines, they're people, and that's what keeps us watching. A final lap on the debate. As Formula One navigates this controversy, one thing is clear: the relationship between drivers and the FIA is at a crossroads. Charles Leclerc's hefty fine isn't just about an F-bomb, it's a flashpoint in a larger struggle over respect, autonomy, and the evolving identity of F1. For the sport to move forward, collaboration and mutual understanding are key. Does the FIA have a point in enforcing stricter rules, or is it time to let drivers express themselves freely? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive into F1's latest controversy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more insights into the world of motorsport. Until next time, keep the passion alive on and off the track.